Thank God for giving us another opportunity to come and worship Him in spirit and in truth. Like the preacher rightly said, it is not every one of us that started the beginning of this year that is seeing the end of the year. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we all shall see the end of the year in Jesus' name. So it is not that we are too righteous, not because we are too powerful, not because we have so much strength, not because we are even too healthy. There is just the grace of God. That is why every morning when you wake up, you thank God, because you do not know the things that happened around you at night. But by the grace of God today, we are alive. The topic I have for us this morning is the better way. The better way. What is accepted and praised in the world isn't always what is best for people. What is accepted, the things we do, the people we feel that they are the best people, might not really be what is accepted in the eyes of God. Today, who are the people that takes most of the praises? Who are the people that take most of the praises? The politicians, the so-called men of God. There are some of them, when they move around, some people come to lay carpet, or what do you call it, even clothes for them to step their feet on. The world sees them as the best. The world sees them as the people that are closer to God. The world sees them, some of them even see them as God. Some of the men of God today, some people see them as God. That is why anything they tell them, go and do this, go and do that, they easily go. That is why you can see somebody will take the properties that she and her husband has hustled. Maybe her money is not even in that property. What they have hustled for years. One man will come and tell you, if you want to prosper, if you want to make heaven, bring it to God. I remember a story where a man came back from abroad. Where is my car? The woman said, I'm giving the car to pastor. They went to meet pastor. Pastor, where is the car? Pastor said, you gave it to God. But look at the car now. God is not the one driving the car. I want my car back. He said, no. The car was given to God. The thing caused a whole lot of issues. They even had to go to police before the man was able to retrieve the car. They've already brainwashed the woman. The woman was even telling the man, leave it, it is God, it is God. Because they see them as God. So that is the way they see the world. That's how the world see things. That is why this lesson is telling us what is accepted and praised in the world isn't always what is the best for people. So we should always seek for the better way for us to do things. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14, it says, the natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God, for they are a folly to him, and is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned. So sometimes when you keep telling some of these people, this thing is wrong, they tell you, the majority of the people are doing it. This thing you are doing now is wrong. It's not in the Bible. You want to tell me now that after all, like look at we are heading towards the so-called Christmas. A lot of people are preparing for even native doctor don't buy goats. A native doctor that worships the idol has bought goats that he wants to use for Christmas. This is somebody that have not even encountered Christ in any way. But when you tell them, they keep telling you Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. Jesus Christ is the reason for the... Well, how did Jesus Christ say you should remember him? Go back to the Bible and see the way Jesus Christ said you should remember him. Not in all these things that we say we do. In actual sense, when you go to history, you realize that the time they used for the celebration of Christmas was actually a time they used to worship the Roman god, the sun god. The sun god. So when the Romans took over let me not mention the church. That was when they now brought in, okay, instead of them to just remove this thing, what do they call this festival that they do, they should just bring it into the church. That is how they now brought it up, and they call it Christmas. It is a worship of the sun god. People that, I think there are people that still worship it till today. People worship the sun. People worship the moon. People worship different things today. But is that the better way? No. We need to understand that the way that seemeth right unto man, there's a way that seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof is destruction. It's a way that seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof is destruction. So that is why we need to always seek for the truth, so that we will not enter that destruction. One of the things that we need to understand is that might doesn't make things right. There are a lot of us that feel it is by power. It is by power. No, those who rely on strength don't often take time to think. Everything is gidi, 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 gidi. You don't think. I have somebody the other day where something happened to the tank in my office. So the tank was almost falling. So it now broke the pipe. So I called somebody, see this thing, how do we do it? He did not even think. He just wanted to just remove the pipe and fix it back. Do you think I cannot do it? But did you care to, as he was trying to do that, the tank was almost falling. One of the plank holding it hit him on the head. I told him, you don't even think. You just came now. Me that called you now, how do we do this thing? You didn't, okay, let's look up, find out a solution to this thing. No. You just immediately was pulling this thing. You are even lucky, say the tank itself no fall for your head, because I would have shifted. You don't think power every time is not no. You need to think before you do things. You need to think. People that always everything they have strength, they don't have time to think. Oh yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. That is why you see all these crises everywhere. People that feel the people that are always killing themselves. They don't think. After all, once you just give me axe, give me cutlass, give me gun, we don't move ahead. You don't think. You are not even thinking of the damages you are causing. You are not thinking of the people that you are going to put in misery. You are not thinking of the family that you want to put, how do I put it now, in sorrow. You are also not thinking of yourself. You think that after doing this thing today, you will go free. There are a lot of people, even in their 65 years, they are still looking for them. You will think you don't outgrow these things. But you forget that the family you have done that thing to, there might be a small boy who was small that time you did that thing. He carried that grief in his mind. And by the time he's old enough to challenge you, you are already old. He do it to you, you think you are free. So most times we need to think. We need to think before we do things. It's not because you have the opportunity, you have the power, you have the might. We are 5, you are only 1. I am going to take him. Let's take him. No. Have you thought about tomorrow? What if you are walking alone? Even if you leave the city, you leave the place you were before, you move to another place. Somebody else might move that have that beef because of what you did. Come to that city and tell the people, this guy, he was this is what he did, this is what he did. So we need to be very, very careful. We need to understand it is not just about today. What about tomorrow? So most times it is not like that. Another thing is money can't buy everything. Money cannot buy you everything. There are a lot of things money can buy you, but money cannot buy you everything. Let's take health, for example. There are a lot of people that has money to take care of their health. But at the end of the day, when death wants to come, he does not care about the money. Look at when this man died, Kyari. When Kyari died, I think it was during this COVID. It was during COVID. Despite all the money he has. And where did he die? He died in one of the best hospitals in Nigeria. There is nothing they don't have in that hospital. There is nothing they don't have in that hospital. Nothing. But did he not still die? I watch his burial. You know how these Muslims, they bury people. They will just do you tie, just like the way they buried Buhari. When they wanted, they brought him in coffin. But when they wanted to bury, they removed him from the coffin and tie him with white cloth. The former president, with all the money. And where did Buhari die? London. So even with all the money. So most times money cannot buy everything. In one of the best hospitals in UK, that's where he died. With all the money. So money most times cannot buy everything. So we need to understand that. And the way we pursue money also is another problem. That is why the Bible said the love of money is the root of all. But did the Bible say money is bad? It did not say the money is bad. It said the love of money, the way you go after money, the way you love money is the root of all evil. We need to be very, very careful. Why do we have so many of these banditry, kidnapping, ritual killings, Yahoo Plus, and so many, and so on? It is the love of money. You want to be like the society itself is not even helping things. The so-called politicians are making the people feel that if you do not have money, you are nothing. Even the so-called men of God are making the people feel if you do not have money, you are nothing. Some of these so-called pastors, the clothes they wear today, they will not wear it again. And when the big men will come and sit down in front, while the poor men will be at the back. The people that raise the money that they use to build schools cannot attend the schools. So how do you now expect the youth to think? Their mindset is different. They want to make that money so that they can be praised. I've even seen churches where they come and spray money. I watched one video the other day. They were spraying cow that they bought for the woman. The woman is the head of the church there. They were spraying cow. Just want to show that they have money. And the woman was very happy. So you see that the love of money is the problem that we have today. Why are people kidnapping people? It's still for money. And in Nigeria, we have already made it so bad. We have now gone online to start soliciting for money to bail, kidnap victims. So even if they arrest a organizer there that does not have money, what do? They just go post the picture, post the video. They do video and point gun. Oga abeg, Nigeria make una help me. Nigeria make una help me. Make una help me before they will kill me. Nigerians will now start raising money, just like what Harris and Mishu was doing. They raise money. Now, the person they kidnapped recently, now they say 100 million. And this person does not have up to 5. If you have 100 million, will he be traveling on the road? No, ask yourself. Somebody that have 100 million, will he be traveling on the road? Now they are not saying they should, because they know now that they are not GoFundMe, set up GoFundMe. Nigerians will start. Nigerians are very good. They will start donating money. So your own now, the person, God forbid, person that his own case did not go online and they did not raise money for that person, they will kill him. You see, we have already deviated. These are the things that are not supposed to be done. I have seen cases where they kidnap people, they use 200,000 to bail the person because the family does not have money. In Benin, they use 300,000 to bail somebody because the family does not have money. But now we have gone online and start soliciting for money online. So once they peg it at 100 million, it is 100 million. Nigeria has to raise that money. So we have put ourselves in trouble. Online now, you hear people say, if you want to travel, they said to Owerri is how much? 45,000, I mean 35,000. No, on the road, not flight. When you want to go to Owerri, about 45,000 or 50,000. Then on the sky, if you want to take flight, about 400 and something thousand. Then ransom, 20 million. So choose for yourself. That is what is on now. On the road, 45 million. On the air, 400 and something thousand. Ransom, 20 million. Choose for yourself which one you will take. You go, that's why they say you. I'm not choosing for anybody. Choose for yourself. So it is that bad. It is that bad. I even myself, even if I wanted to travel, I'm even scared. Because the road, that Benin bypass, you take, that place is so dangerous. And I keep wondering, why is the government not doing anything about that place? They know that place is dangerous. Why is the government not doing anything about that place? The same, a lot of hotspots in Nigeria, which they know. Why is government not doing anything about those things? It is now so bad. Money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Another one I want us to take before time, personal pride doesn't bring satisfaction. The problem that some of us have is pride. Pride. It does not bring satisfaction. If you think pride can bring you satisfaction, it's a lie. Instead, it is going to cause you problems. You become enemy to a lot of people. You just have unnecessary enemies that don't even know they are your enemies. Now you get enemies. They don't even know that you are their enemies. They don't even know that they are your enemies. That is what pride can cause. It does not bring satisfaction. That is why the Bible says humility is better. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18 to 19 says, pride goes before fall. Pride goes before destruction. And a naughty spirit before a fall. It is better to be of a lowly spirit with the poor than to divide the spoil with the proud. There is nothing pride can give to you other than fall, other than destruction. You need to be humble. You need to listen. You don't always need to jump into conclusion. You don't always need to think that you know. This idea that you don't tell me is a lie. There are a lot of people where you don't tell. Even before you, that have a lot of years of experience, even in this Christian race, but they don't take pride. They don't take it as pride because I've been baptized now for about 30 years. I come to every time I don't do Church of Christ for 30 years. I don't do Church of Christ for 30 years. It does not make any sense. Then if they teach you, if somebody is trying to teach you, explain things to you, you get angry. Not only the church, also in other places. Anywhere you work, the people you do business with, calm down. Calm down. You don't always need to, me no pass. No. That one thing, two phrases we say, nobody holy pass. Nobody no pass. Don't see yourself that you know too much. Every other person, because of, you know who I am, you know who I am. You know who I am. So I posted one video where two heavy cars, they hit each other. Now I can say, thank God, nobody will say, do you know who I am among these two people? Because two of them know two of them I am that I am. Do you understand? When somebody that has a G-Wagon hits somebody that has one of these biggest cars, the two of them collide. Nobody will say, do you know who I am? Because two of you already know who you are. So I believe that one will be resolved amicably. You want to tell the other person when they drive big car do you know who that person is? So that's it. Pride does not help anybody. I believe if those two people come down now, organo verse. How many times they don't jam me? There was one they jam my this thing. They pushed the bumper inside. The man was just, I came down, the man refused to come down. He was just like this. I beg. I moved. I just moved. Because the man has pleaded. I felt he pleaded. Even if I felt he should have come down to see what he did. But then, we just have to let it go. I think The following morning, I had to call somebody, spent almost 5,000 to fix it. But then, that ability for him to have pleaded, sorry, I don't come out. But there are a lot of people, they will cause traffic because of that thing. Just one minus until you cause traffic, everybody, people that are in a hurry, even emergency, everybody will be stuck because of you. It does not help anything. Pride does not help anything. Come down. You know who I am? You know who I am? Oh. You don't even know who that person is. So we need to calm down. When you are being taught, and that's why I always tell people, anytime you see somebody come to the pulpit to teach, have an open heart. If you do not have an open heart, you will not learn. Because you always have a feeling that, why is this person even going to say, wetin you know, where you won't talk. We need to be very, very careful. Lies does not make life easier. When we keep lying, it does not make life easier for us. Lies. You can never say the truth. Because how do you know that lies does not make life easier? Because when you lie today, you will need another lie to cover that lie. Tomorrow, when that issue come up, you will need another lie to cover up the lie. And God forbid, say you can't forget, say a lie you talk the other day. You don't talk one thing, and now you won't talk truth. It becomes a problem. My father will say, the thing, if you have told me lie today, it will be very, very difficult for me to believe you tomorrow. That's how some people are. They will not tell you direct. But anytime you come, you don't come. Even when you are saying the truth, because you've already shown that you are a liar, it becomes a problem for you. So most times, that may be our problem when you go and meet somebody for help. You've already lied to that person. The person did not tell you that you lied the other day. He will just tell you, no problem, I will get back to you. That I will get back to you is no. So we need to be very, very careful. When we think we lie, you sabi lie. The person you are lying to already know that you are a liar. When you come tomorrow for business, you already know that this person is a liar. It does not have credibility. And who wants to do business with somebody that does not have credibility, that does not have integrity? Who will want to do business with that person? The only person that want to do business with you when they know that you are a liar, when they know say you before. Now somebody will feel say him himself na 419. Let us see who do 419 pass. That is the only way you can see. That's why they say job man. Because nobody in his licenses that is not ready to job will want to do business with a job man. Now let job man go want to do business with job man. So that make them see who his own job they higher than the other. So lies does not help anything. It does not make life easier. Book of Proverbs chapter 19 verse 22 says, what is desired in a man is steadfast love, and a poor man is better than a liar. A poor man is better than a liar. Can you imagine how the Bible specifies this? Open rebuke is better than concealed love. It is better you rebuke somebody that this thing you are doing is wrong, or that you lie, than for you to keep it. You are concealing, you show love. Because that person will continue in that thing, and it may put that person in trouble one day. There is no stability in lies. There is no stability. When you keep lying, there is no stability. Today you want to use lie to cover every day. Because the lie you told 5 years ago, you want to use another lie to cover it today. Maybe you have forgotten. Say a lie you talked 5 years ago, and now you want to talk through. It now backfires. So we need to be careful. The wicked doesn't have much fun. People that are wicked, they don't have much fun. Righteousness is better than evil. What it means is that wickedness is not. Some people, they enjoy causing atrocities to people. They enjoy causing atrocities, enjoy causing sadness, enjoy causing sorrow to people. That is wickedness. It does not give joy. It is not fun. Because that fun you think you are having today, by the time it start coming to you tomorrow. There was a man that in his eyes, 5 of his children died. In his eyes, this one will just fall sick, die. The other one had an accident, died. The other one, they shoot him for school. The other one, 5 of his children died. By the time he knew what he did. He knew who he was when he was in school. He knew the kind of calamity it caused for families. He didn't know one of the family that he killed. Those people went, the family of that person that he killed, they went home and cursed him that all his children will die in his eyes. He gave birth to healthy children, and after so many years of what he did, that's why they say fuck up, not the sour. Not the sour. It can come in the next 20 years. In the next 30 years. All his children started dying in his eyes. At the end of the day, the wife left him. I cannot live with such a man. How do you think that man will feel? I don't even know if he's alive today. Maybe he may have even decided to take his life. How do you think that man will feel when it is his own act that led to the death of all his children? We need to be very, very careful. Wickedness, what you do today might have effect on you, or maybe not you, on your children tomorrow. That is why this man sang this song. Landlord, wetin be that song again? That he sang, landlord, not the... Well, he was telling the landlord he should take it easy. Nobody they carry house travel. How did he sing that song again? Brother Tochuku, remind me, how did he sing that song? Landlord, travel and see. They know they take us, they travel. You understand? Landlord, travel and see. Because you will be landlord today. You get house, you are treating your tenants anyhow. You forget that your children are going to travel. One of the children are not going to... Shebi, I'm in Lagos today. My siblings are scattered in different places. My father have a house, even 2 self. There is any of us living there? They know they take us, they travel. If you listen to that song, when I was small, I didn't really know the meaning. So later, when I grew up, I started understanding the meaning. Wickedness does not pay. What you do today may affect you tomorrow, or start affecting your children tomorrow. We need to live our life in a way that tomorrow people will say, tell your children, your father was a very good man. That your father, is he still alive? A very good man. Not your wickedness will start taking good things away from your children. We need to be very, very careful. We need to live a better life, and we pray that God will continue to help us in Jesus' name.